Hey, good morning, good evening, or wherever you are in the world. This is Mr.B here, your host. And
Yeah,
how's everybody
there he
today?
is. I just told him. I just sent a text to him, said it was showtime. So
Right,
Ooh,
see, I don't get a word in edgewise about here. I love it. I love it. Well, actually, I was hoping Brian was going to be, but for some reason, I couldn't pick him up. On the computer, I couldn't pick him up in Messenger. I haven't got his email address. So I put the link in. I sent him a message from my phone saying, "Oh, look, I'll put the link uh, in the YouTube chat." So let's see if he kind of picks it up. Anyhow, so there it is. If it's there it is. Hopefully, you join us. So I'm in hearing an echo. Is it me?
you've got quite an echo. I'm not sure where that's coming from.
Hey, well, it's got me beat as well.
I'm hearing everybody just fine. No doubles, no echoes, no nothing.
Oh, strange.
he's so far away that light and sound can't catch up with him.
exactly.
Yeah, there is an echo, believe it or not. I mean,
And I don't think you could be any farther from where I'm at.
well,
I
the
don't think, or
thing
maybe
is,
from Robert. Yeah, a little bit farther.
there's nothing else. There's nothing else on. I mean, I'm not in any other program, but StreamYard. So never mind. Is it really annoying? Is it very loud?
Just a little bit. I'm using my Yeti mic, and it's. Let's see if I undo it. Do it.
Okay. Can you hear? Yeah, I can still hear the echo slightly.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I hear you fine. Yeah.
Now, yeah,
Echo, go.
yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
just-
you.
Yeah. But I hear it coming back to me. I don't know. What about you, Robert? Have you got any other programs on besides StreamYard? What about
No,
you, Ken?
I mean,
No,
does my
that's the only
voice,
one I have on.
does
Do
my
you have a
voice-
YouTube channel open there, Earl?
I don't think I've got anything.
Do you hear me okay? Do you hear any echo
Close.
on my
Been
voice?
in over-
No,
I-
I hear no echo with you. No.
yeah.
I don't hear anything with Jim or with
I don't have
Earl or
anything
yourself.
open.
I'm 5x5 here.
Strange. It's strange.
Okay,
Anyway, guys,
it's better now.
Okay, let's get the ball rolling in here. Now, you know what? My major question is, I hope Brian comes on. Come on, Brian. I hope you're listening there, buddy. There's a link in the YouTube chat, Brian. For some reason, I couldn't get to you through Messenger. So, okay. My first question: where are we heading with ufology? That's another question I'd like to ask. Since 2017, I think, since Luis Elizondo came on, and there's been a lot of hype, a lot of bubble bursting and stuff. And then we've got Mr. David Grush, which I mean, it's all good. I mean, it really is all good. But now it's been 6 years, and nothing's really changed. I mean, I don't see it. I just it's like lost promises to me. But I have my own opinion on certain things, which some I'll keep to myself. But I don't go people bashing or anything. No, I believe they're all good people, but they've got a job to do, these guys. And how I look at it is that the media itself usually close shop when it comes to ufology. And all of a sudden, since Luis Elizondo and David Grush comes out, the media jumps all over it. I ask myself why. Because there's people like yourself out there, Earl, nice position that MUFON there. And there's Jim Goodall. He's been in the industry for a long time now. And everybody's struggling to get through, to get the message out. But people from nowhere just jump on the scene and they're an international sensation. It's like somebody's paved the way, or they paid the dollars for the media to listen to them. So someone's controlling the narrative, and this is how I look at it. Now, look, David Grush and Luis Elizondo, I'm pretty sure they're really nice people, but they've got a job to do. Personal opinion, I could be wrong, and I'm not kind of bad-mouthing. I'm just saying everybody has a role to play in their life. It's a job. Now, these gentlemen are career people. They've been career people in the services for many, many, many years. And to get the position they're in, especially head of the Department of ATIP, I mean, they would have gone through a hell of a psychological profile to handle a sensitive material. And they don't become whistleblowers out of the blue and throw their careers away for no reason. Now, that's just my personal opinion. And people have got to remember, too, that Luis Elizondo is a counterintelligence specialist. Now, I know, and if you like me, I'm a bit wary about Greeks bearing gifts. Be wary of the Trojan horse, because if you want to destroy something, you're not going to do it from the outside, bashing it with a hammer. You're going to infiltrate to the inside and destroy it from the inside out, like a cancer. Now, I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but all I see is a lot of hype, and I see nothing's really happening. Now, next question is, are we asking the right questions?
Yeah. And you see the same faces. You see Pope, you see Lou, and maybe one or two others, and that's it. And when they have doorbell goes, is on the air, I just turn the thing off. I like George. I've known George for 45 years.
I think George Knapp it's got a shadow, because the doorbell himself is always by his side for some reason. I don't know. Maybe George Knapp is probably heading towards retirement. He's looking for somebody to take over his reins. I don't.
It's like having a boil in your butt. You're not sure quite what. It's a pain in the ass, but you're not quite what to do with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But again, how I look at it, do ufologists really want full disclosure? It's nice to get certain answers, ask the right questions, get the correct. Don't ask for too much. One thing at a time. And personally, I'd be asking Congress to get a presidential order saying, let's clear up the mystery. Was Roswell real? Let's get official. We don't have to ask anything else. Was there really a UFO crash in 1933 in northern Italy? Get that out the way. Now, okay, once we know, now we can answer questions for ourselves. We don't need people to tell us to our face and an official stamp on it, because look, I know I've seen a UFO. I know I've been abducted. I know my truths. I don't need to kind of try to convince anybody of that. I'm not interested. But I think it's about time we've got to have true transparency. There's no one hitting a subject saying, I want a question. I mean, they're hitting in every direction. Do aliens exist? Do we have technology? Hey, one thing at a time. Because if you address a particular subject, then they've got to answer that question, And that's how it should be going. It might take a few years, but at least we can get one out of the way and we can say, okay, Roswell's real. So we know there was a UFO there. I'm not interested about the technology because I know they've got it. And in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, if they brought those technologies out and used them, can you imagine how society would collapse suddenly? I mean, the poverty, people will be out of work. I mean, it will upset the industry so much, and it will take 2 to 3 decades for it to recover. And by then, a lot of people would have been in bad poverty. Look, you just can't change the system overnight. It will cause so much unemployment and mayhem. It would cause mayhem. And I can understand that, Anyway, I
don't think anything's going to change overnight. I mean, that's my take on it. I think that whatever is revealed to the public, and I think that we may get some soft disclosure. I think that I think that some attitude has changed in officialdom to where the toothpaste is just too far out of the tube. They're seeing people being bad actors to each other right now, and I think that they see the need for that wake-up call for humanity to happen. Right. Although I don't think it's going to be full-on disclosure. I mean, they're not going to be talking about abductions, and they're not going to be talking about, the bodies that have been buried around this subject. Some of them we probably knew ourselves. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think that maybe something's changed out there. Although I don't know what. I know that my own mother worked in officialdom, that she, David Grush recently was on oh, Joe Rogan's thing, and he was mentioning all different aerospace companies that were in the know about this stuff, and that he felt had been given, crash materials and such. And it's funny, they're all my mom's old contracts from back when she was a corporate headhunter for those guys. Every single one of them, it was like boom, boom, it was like Lockheed, TRW, Northrop. And I mean, it was just almost like a litany. It was so weird. Now, back when my mom was still here, she passed in 1999. She was adamant that the public would never be given this information, that it would be the last thing that would ever happen, would be disclosure. She said, it's realer than you'll ever know, son. It's just never, ever going to be shown to the public. She mentioned, like...
You haven't seen some of my ex-wives, so go on.
Here we go.
Well, I don't... it's all.
I can only imagine, Jim. I can only imagine. I used to have one myself.
I honestly don't know. I don't know if something's changed out there. I don't know if the temperature has changed and they think that we need a reset as a society, maybe. I know things have been, going to hell in a bucket the last couple of years in a lot of ways. And I do know that the whole UFO thing, are we alone, has kind of gotten out of the hands of the gatekeepers. People pretty much are decided out there. I think if you took a real honest poll, that you'd find numbers up to 70% believe that we're being visited now. And but they want to hold on to the narrative, I think.
One recently was...
One thing we have to do is quit asking the same idiots the same questions.
Yes.
Lou's not going to tell us anything we don't know.
No. He can't. He signed stuff.
And either is Nick or some of the other characters that hang around this industry, as we call it. Yeah, and I say,
Professor. Sorry.
What's that?
You're going to say something. What was your?
Yeah, I got several things to say on this, and I think imagine that.
Robert, you're on mute.
I'm on mute.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can't.
Am I coming through all right?
You're coming through okay for me.
All right.
Not for me.
Everything's 5x5 over here. I'm up as far as I need to go before I start blowing out earballs.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Jim?
I don't have them at all.
Oh.
But I have YouTube.
I hear all of yours, actually.
Yeah, I hear everybody just fine.
Hey, the little chat box is down below. Is there an X in the microphone and any of those things, Jim?
On your end,
go
Jim,
out and I'll come back in.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, mate.
So, first of all, Earl, it's nice to meet you.
You too.
And I've been an occasional follower of the MUFON movement over the years. And I think that it's probably, at least from what I've seen, aside from just the citizenry and the citizen journalists and researchers and independent cats that are out there, you guys are the ones that are gathering the data that if anybody cared to look at just what you have now.
Nope, I don't.
Are you there, Jim? Can you hear me?
You there, Jim?
Testicles,
I'm here.
Looks like he's buffering up again. There he is.
Yeah, but I don't have Robert. Robert's
you don't
voice.
have me.
I have his pretty face, but that's it. And
But you can hear everybody else but Robert.
yeah, everybody but Robert.
What's going on tonight?
I'm sure that that's probably the
echo going on.
It's probably the universe getting back at Gemini
Robert,
for all the hours.
You go back out. Once you go out and you leave and come back in, see if that helps.
Yeah, see if that helps. Yeah, go on there. Why not?
I'm the kind of guy that likes to go in and out,
Here we
It
are.
is a Saturday night.
Nothing changes, you know. Nothing changes.
Oh, we lost the echo. The echo is
dear.
coming from Robert. The echo is
Yeah,
coming
anyway,
from Robert.
let me say hello to a few people. G'day there, Jane. How are you? And hello, Smoky Monkey, and also Spirit Heart God. How are you going? Glad to have you on board, guys. Hello from Ohio. Oh, okay. Here we go. He's back in. Testing 1 2. Come
Is
on.
this thing on?
I can't hear him.
Testing. Testicles. 1 2 3.
We can't hear you, unfortunately. Everybody's working
There he is.
fine. Oh, everybody's working fine for me.
Can you hear me now, Jim?
I don't
can hear
have
you.
him.
No.
Should I send up smoke signals, hand
Yeah.
signs,
Yeah.
sign language?
Yeah. Hey,
Do you know what, Robert? I think we're hearing the echo is from your speakers. Do you happen to have like some earphones or earbuds you can put in? I think that would get rid of that.
I have been using this for the last
About
5
me,
years and
indeed.
have never needed headphones and have never had any problems with echoes.
I don't have anything. I mean, I have everybody else, but I don't have Robert.
I wonder if it's something to do with the loop you're playing to your page there, Robert.
I'm on my page, the chat. They're telling me to
I'm gonna-
turn my audio up.
I'm going to make sure I don't have anything on.
Well, you're coming through fine here to me. Strange.
Yeah, it
Strange.
sounds fine. It just has a little residual echo. That's okay.
I don't know
It's
where
only
that
one
echo
ear-
would be coming from.
It's weird. Now this is weird.
Oh, well.
I haven't confronted this problem before.
So
Anyway,
we're
No,
getting
poor
some
Jim.
kind of interference from the frequencies of the universe here.
yeah,
Jim's issue is like, what's going on there?
I don't have him. It's
We
frustrating.
maybe poked the wrong people tonight. We're talking who Grush and who else did we met? Elizondo is after us.
well,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Leslie
Okay.
Holker turned around and says they hear no echo. So, well.
It's all good.
And welcome, Leslie. Welcome on board. And enjoy the conversation. Anybody who wants to jump in sometimes, and you might see a link up there, come and say hello. Don't hog the page. You know, your guests have got to talk. So sit and listen if you want. Hey, it's an open house.
I'm gonna. I want to go ahead and throw out just a couple of things, a few turds on the table that we can knock around and see how
Jim,
they
he
fit
says,
in.
Robert says he's going to throw a few turds on the table to knock around.
Yeah.
That was metaphorically speaking. We hope.
Because I
Yes.
think that there's some really important aspects of this whole thing that's called disclosure.
Damn, I wish I this is frustrating.
It is frustrating when she.
Have you tried ask him to take
I'm going to
his
go out and
mic
come back in again, see if that. I
and
don't
ask him to do
know
his
what
mic in
changed,
and
but
out
I'll
again
do
too,
that.
because
Hey,
that's part of his headset.
Hey, Jim. He
Come
back.
disappeared. He disappeared on us, so never mind. Oh, good evening to all. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh.
So disclosure.
Smoky
it's a good
Monkey.
word.
Hey,
Well,
Smoky Monkey's little. Yeah. I like people with a sense of humor.
do you go by Earl?
Yeah, you can just call
Okay.
me Earl.
Okay.
Nobody
As long
calls
as it's
me
not
My
late
name
for
is-
dinner, isn't it?
My name is Robert, but I've been over the years of doing shows. The audience has given me the moniker Professor, and it's like, okay, I'll just go with that. So I'm kind of have that tattooed onto my forehead and ass around the interweb. There he is,
Nope.
Jim.
I still don't have one.
Oh man.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
have him try his headset and pull it in and out and see if it's.
There he is.
Yeah, pull out, Jim. Pull out your headset mic and push it back in and things like that. See what happens.
I mean, I hear you. I
Yeah.
hear Earl. I don't hear the
Hello.
professor,
Well, can you hear me now?
and I have no idea why it's that way.
It's
God,
weird.
it's so
It's weird.
I've never encountered that before,
heck?
and I don't know what to say about it.
And usually StreamYard is a good platform to use. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't understand it. I
You can
really
deal
do
with
not
the bug.
understand. You know.
Why
Yeah, how
why don't we
I
all?
did.
How about if we all reload, or would that cause a problem?
well, yeah.
Well,
but,
I've
I mean,
already
it
come
doesn't-
back in and out. That didn't do anything. If B goes
Yeah,
out,
well,
unless he shuts down the stream,
Since
we'll
you
lose the whole feed.
yeah.
Jerry, since you
I think
initiated
we're
it, may be you.
I'm fine. Anyway, I can close the stream and come back again if you want, guys. I mean, if that's what you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's try that. See what happens.
Hey, everybody.
All right.
Hey, come
Are we
back.
doing that?
We're coming
We'll be right
back.
back.
Oh my
We'll be-
After
God.
a
Be
few
right
words
back.
from our sponsors.
Lord
That's
have
a good one.
mercy.
Okay, we'll
All right.
come right back.